So after Nintendo revealed the Switch 2 and the crazy pricing for that, which is not even a full console upgrade, it's more like a Switch 1.3 if you ask me, but that's a whole other topic. Xbox has now revealed that they will be upping their prices. Apparently this is trying to be an industry standard right now to up the prices of everything. I'm not about it. I know a lot of people, oh, but what about the Nintendo 64 prices? Even though nobody liked the Nintendo 64 prices back then either. That was why my family was a PlayStation family, because it was like, the PlayStation prices are better. Let's go with that. And it turned out to be the right choice. Yes, I said what I said. All right, so Xbox is increasing its console and controller prices along with some first-party games, now costing $80. This does not have to happen. It just doesn't. And allow me to explain why. But first, let's go ahead and talk about these prices. So the new price of the Series S, right? So last gen, $379 for the 512. And then you got the $429 for the 1 terabyte. Xbox Series X digital, $549. Xbox Series X, $600. Mind you, my Series X is nothing but a dust collector right now, so definitely not something I would spend $600 for. And then you got the special edition, $729 Galaxy Black Special Edition, right? So here are the prices of the controllers and headsets. You got the wireless controller, $64.99, $69.99 for the colored one. You got special edition, $79.99. Xbox wireless controller limited edition, $89. The Elite, $149, $199 for the Elite wireless controller series 2 full. I mean, okay. So people in the comments are like, well, okay, GTA 6 is about to be $160, bro. I mean, what are we going to see with that? Okay, so yeah, first party games costing $80. This tweet I thought was a hit, that where they said there is literally not a single reason anyone would buy an Xbox Series X for $600. Why is this console more expensive than the PS5 when it's not as powerful and it's been underselling for years? Again, make it make sense. This is just stupid. Never seen a console that's underperforming raise its price in response. Honestly, it thought it could capitalize on this Nintendo stuff. For some reason, a lot of people are defending Nintendo's prices, and I think that's simply insanity. But I digress. I am curious to see what PlayStation does. Now, I am a PlayStation girl. Or PC. I love playing on PC, but I'm just saying, when I'm chilling in my living room playing games, I am playing on my PlayStation. My PS5 is just now finally becoming worth it, because I will admit, there was a time that I barely used the PS5 because there just wasn't a lot of games for it, which now rumor has it that we're getting a PS6 in 2027, which is entirely too soon. But also, that's another video entirely. I am curious to see if PlayStation says anything about what's going on here, what they're going to do. I think it's in their best interest not to respond by upping prices. Now here, let's talk about a recent little game that dropped just recently. Clair Obscura Expedition 33, right? This is a game that did not put its prices at that $70 price point, right? You got the $50 price point for a just incredible, beautiful, big game, right? So this wasn't some little tiny indie experience. I made a video about this game just saying how it could save the gaming industry. And that's another reason why I should have included in my video, was price point. Now, what is something that I keep saying over and over and over and over again on this channel that I have said multiple times? Why are mainstream games, especially, AAA, why are the prices, why is the budgets for these games hundreds of millions of dollars? You look at like the Horizon Forbidden West budget was like what, $200-300 million. You look at like the Last of Us 2s, which was upwards $200+ million. Even the Tomb Raider reboots were over $100 million each. Why? They're not delivering anything worth all of that money that they're putting into these games. So these games have to sell an insane amount just to recoup their costs. Now look at what Clair Obscur did with a small team of like 33 people. They created a phenomenal experience that AAA in the West have failed to do for the most part in so long. This just clears Western AAA games in every facet. And it was affordable at that $50 price point. I even bought the $60 deluxe edition because I was like, hey, this seems cool. It's funny because you get the extra outfits and stuff, but then I'm finding I'm sticking with the base outfits in the game because it's just keeping my immersion. But that's a whole other discussion. But anyway, it's just like, hey, the gaming industry and games being developed don't have to be these $300 million, $200 million, even $100 million games. We don't have to have a gazillion cutscenes with all of this mocap and these huge name celebrities and so on and so forth. We don't need that. We need fun games, compelling games, good gameplay, right? And if they can do, Clair Obscur proved it can be done for the main, because, you know, you always have like these other games for, you know, made in Japan or games that are marketed toward a smaller audience, indie type stuff. But you got this game that is better than AAA games in every facet. And they proved that you can make these games without the absolutely humongous team behind it and budget behind it. Companies like Ubisoft have been wasting resources and churning out absolute garbage that has been flopping. So how about instead of encouraging the industry to still make crap and to put all this money into crap and we have to up the prices because we have to fund this crap, how about we start encouraging more games like Clair Obscur and smaller teams and games that actually focus on being video games and that are good and that don't have these bloated budgets? And when you talk about console price and all of that, historically, the sales from consoles, historically these consoles were taking in losses and the money was recouped from the cost of the games, like the revenue from the games, right? So now you have these upped prices for the consoles and they're upping the prices for these games because the budgets are too high. So make games with better budgets and make games that are actual video games and stop trying to appeal to the modern audience with these expensive cutscene walking simulator cutscenes. That's all it is. Like, well, let's not. Can we not? Can we let gaming be gaming again, right? So I think that's the answer. I think this is ridiculous. I am not supportive of these price hikes for any of this stuff. I don't care if XYZ game back in the day was super expensive. I do not want this to be an industry standard because it doesn't have to be. All right, so there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, if you want me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel at Bible Time with Melanie Mack, where I have the complete Bible there. And then some Bible topics. And I've got daily content coming back there soon in June. So anyway, thank you all so much again for hanging out. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.